As you know, I write for a lot of different trade publications and newsletters. My favourite magazine to write for is Your Trading Edge, and my editor recently asked me, is it better to trade short term or long term? And I thought you might like to know my answer. Firstly, I suggest you don't trade short term, you don't trade long term, but you actually look at the medium term to trade over. What you'll find is that there's a lot of evidence suggesting that medium term traders make the most money. Let's make sure we've got the right definitions first. Short term can be anything from say 1 day up to a couple of weeks, medium term from say 2 weeks to around 16, 18 weeks, and long term, say anything over a year or so. Sure, the lines get a little bit blurred in terms of those boundaries, but at least you've got the thrust of what I'm aiming to present to you today. Brad Barber and Terence O'Dean did a study of this when the market was rip-roaring ahead. When the market was returning 17.9%, traders who traded the most often actually only returned 11.4%. Now that study is statistically significant. It was on 66,645 households, so it's a huge number to look at. It's one of the major studies that made me think I don't need to be a day trader. You see, day traders turn over their portfolio and they really are quite frequent traders. What they aim to do is get in the morning and out by the afternoon. You don't have to be a day trader to make money in the market. The majority of members of our mentor program are making more money out of medium-term trading than they are out of short-term or long-term trading. The other thing to consider is that your stops might be a long-term stop, but you might get flicked out as if you were a short-term trader, and that's okay because our stops are there to protect us. I'm yet to see compelling evidence that any long-term or short-term system outperforms a medium-term system. My system tester, Scott Lowther, actually tested this out for me in terms of my own systems. So what I suggest you do is have a look at your own trading systems. If you're continually getting in and out of the markets, maybe you're not doing it right. Maybe you need to look at your entry, your exit and your position sizing to make sure you're in with that thick chunk of the trend, that medium-term part of the trend. That will really get your results flying. You're going to love this month's newsletter. I've got it jam-packed full of information so that you can become a better trader and finally get the results you deserve. There are killer trading strategies in there. Make sure that you don't keep this to yourself either. Tell your friends because they're going to want to become traders too after they see your success.